This is an Amazon review for my third and most recent purchase of an Oregon Gator Blade, the 96607. I purchased the third one to keep as a spare while I use the second one I've ever purchased. These are great blades, and while I was looking at the blade, I noticed something strange that at first I thought was a defect, but now I realize that Oregon has made an update to this blade to make it I guess they gave it a longer service life by doing that, I assume. One thing's for certain, I think, in my opinion, I think it's the best. It's a very good update, because the major reason why I changed these blades is because these tend to flatten out and these blades lose lift and they stop lifting the grass and stop mulching it, right? That's why I changed this one. And the one that I currently have on here still has a lot of life on it. I might be able to pass the whole season with it. And you can see, like, between here and here, there was a big angle, because this is bent up a lot, right? And this is not bent up much. But if you look here, there's not much of a big angle between the tab here and the main cutting surface. And that's because the whole entire cutting surface is on an angle, is on a steeper angle, you see? That's why. So that means that this blade is going to have maybe more lift, and it's going to create lift even longer, even though this tab may wear down, because the whole entire surface there is more or less the same angle as what this used to be. So I'm very impressed. You know, I'm glad that they did that. So I'm hoping I can get a longer service life out of this blade. They're well worth the money. It's a very, very durable blade. It's the best when it comes to mulching. Now, I've never used a Honda twin blade, and I am curious about it. But so far, I've been using the Gator. You see the difference? You see how it is steep here, and then it's shallow here? You could see a definitive difference in angle. But on the newer one there, it's all the same angle. So that means that when that tab on this one wears down, I'm going to lose a lot of lift from that blade. As opposed to this one, even if this tab may wear down, the whole entire area here is about the same angle. So it's still going to generate the same amount of lift. And I'll be able to get even more service life out of this blade. I could probably go down to there, you know, on the blade, before I have to change it, which is probably not a good thing for Oregon, because I'll probably buy the blade a lot less. But definitely I am going to buy the blade. I love these blades. They're the best blades I've ever put on my mower. Even before I upgraded to a much more powerful engine. The engine before was the 190cc, the same engine, but it was a 6.75, and it was an old used engine, so it didn't have as much life as this one. And as soon as I changed from the snapper blade to the Oregon Gator Blade, I noticed that the engine was able to cut the grass a lot more easier, because the grass was mulching at the same time, and it wasn't getting clogged underneath the deck. So now that means that the engine wasn't clogging and wasn't sticking and wasn't stalling. So that's why I love this blade. It throws the grass really well, it mulches the grass really fine, and it can take on really, really thick grass. And it forces the engine a lot less. It's a lot less force on the engine to turn that blade, because it's mulching the grass. So and on top of that, the materials they use to make this blade is extremely, extremely durable. Compared to the stock snapper blade that came with this mower, I'd have to probably sharpen it after every single cut, you know, especially if I hit like a sand or something, you know, or like an anthill, I mean, you know. It would get dull very fast. It's easy to dent, you know, and didn't hold the edge great, and it didn't mulch very well. This blade, I can sharpen it, and I could probably cut maybe a month's worth of clients maximum, and I won't need to sharpen it unless I hit major obstacles, like say rocks, or I hit something in the ground that I can't see, you know. So it's a great blade. I love it. Some places I've run into, they had old chain link fence there, and they cut the the metal. It's about this thick. I think that's what, 3/16, and left it in the grass. And it's so rusted you can't differentiate between it and other twigs and whatnot. And I was hitting it with my mower, and it would put dents in the blade, but it wouldn't completely mangle it, you know. So I mean, this is a very, very tough blade. Very, very, very tough. I love it, man. And the proof is right there. That's my third Oregon blade. That's the first. The second is in use right now, and that's the third. And as you can see here, last year I started the season with, I think, 20 hours on the motor. No, I think a little bit more. And I started this season with 95 hours on the motor, and I'm currently at 114 hours, and there's still 3 months left of the season to go. So I'm definitely going to see 200 hours on this motor. So that's why I purchased that blade now when it's at a good price. Normally in the winter time is the best time to buy. They come down to $34. I seen it at springtime. This reached over $100 and something, and then just recently I saw it drop to 42. So I decided to buy one, and I'm really satisfied with my purchase. Really satisfied with it. Oregon is a great company. Look at that. It's a great blade. I highly recommend it.